And we are live. And immediately shaking the camera already. Hey guys, it's been a while. So, I'm, let's go ahead and get to what we're starting with. Hey, someone's here already. Hello. Feel free to chat with me if you want to type in the chat. So, first up, I have a quick unboxing of, oh, hey Emerson. I have a quick unboxing of a Popov leather EDC slip. I also would like to comment and say I know I haven't been putting out many videos lately. Videos are coming up. Just to give you a few brief examples of stuff I have coming up. Um, Probably first up is going to be a review of this. This is a little pocket pen by Milim. They're a company on Etsy, fairly small. They make a bunch of different stuff, including this little fountain pen. I have an unboxing of it, but I've been carrying it for a while, and I think I've got a good idea of my thoughts on this one. Also, I managed to get this one away from my wife. This is a Namiki Nippon Art origami rabbit. It is probably the most expensive, no, hands down the most expensive pen in the house, and it's not even mine. That's weird, huh? So I have one more, and I don't think too many people were able to get these. Is that pen $5,000? No, 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 no. No, I don't live that kind of life. No, I got that for my wife for Christmas. They retail for I believe 750. I got a really good deal on it. I picked it up closer to like 450. With some shopping around. Also have a review coming up of this guy. This is the Twisby Aurora. I'm sure they're making more of these. Probably not in this material though. And you were thinking of a different pen. Yeah, there's a lot in the Namiki line. Everywhere from these, I believe these are the cheapest at around 750. They go up to a little over $10,000 with the Emperor pens, which are enormous. They're crazy. We actually saw one of those in Japan. It was insane, but I'm not spending 10 grand on a pen yet, or in the foreseeable future. I don't have that kind of money. But this pen is very unique as well. I will give you a little sneak peek. I really hate how they did not put a number 6 size nib on this. It looks small on this pen. It looks weird to me. It may just be me though. So those are the pen reviews I have coming up. I do have a few knife reviews coming up as well. This is one I've been carrying a lot. This is the CRKT Ruger LCK. Surprisingly good for like 15, 20 bucks. Speaking of, let's go ahead and open this up so we can see. So Popov Leather actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a look at this. So thank you very much to them, and my review will remain unbiased, despite them sending me free stuff. So let me see what is in here, make sure there's nothing. Got a thank you note. Little brochure looking thing. You can read that if you want to. And a little bit of information about their leather. That's pretty cool. What else do we have on here? And receipt. Okay, so let's get to what we actually want to see in here. And that is, I believe, all in this little box here. So just a little cardboard box that says Popov leather on it. And this. So this is the EDC slip. There's also a business card in here, and I believe that is it. So this is just a little pen and knife slip. So it's I wanted it in this kind of this darker brown leather. I really like leather. I've been carrying this wallet for a while, and this is probably a bit closer to a color I prefer. Very, very, very nice. And this is basically meant to hold a pen. They do sell these with Fisher Space pens, I think for extra to $25 or something like that, but if you have one, you can use it already. But I figured I'd probably be carrying my Kaveco Lilliput because I carry it around anyway, and that fits in there very, very nice. Let me go and try the Milim pen as well, since it is a smaller kind of pocket pen. It is a bit wider than the Lilliput, though, so we're going to see. It is not nearly as easy to get in there, but I think that's just because the end is not as rounded. But yeah, it definitely fits. It's a bit tighter of a fit. This is probably about as far as I would push it, but I think the Lilliput would be a really good fit for this. So let me go and put that back in there because it's probably how I'm going to be carrying it for the next few days. And let's see what size knives fit in here. It's probably going to have to break in, to be honest, but let's take a look. So we'll start off easy. This is the Boker Urban Trapper Petite. Should fit in there just fine. It does have a clip on it, but, you know. So yeah, that fits in there just fine. It's actually a little bit loose. So if you have a super small knife like this, this may be a little too big. I'll do some further testing before the review for sure. I'll show something a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. This is the Spyderco Dragonfly. So that fits in there, and it's pretty snug. It's not too bad. Still pretty easy to pull out. Let's go ahead and try. You know, we'll go ahead and go big. This is the Booze Blade Smoke. Much longer knife. So some definitely sticks out, and there's a lot of wiggle room. So I think my dog is in here now. So I think something between would be a good fit. So I'm actually planning on keeping, because I don't really care, this is my Benchmade Proper. Really like this little knife. It's fantastic. The edge is great. I just don't carry it much because it lives at the bottom of my pocket. So I'm going to try to carry that in here. That is a very good fit. That's probably the best fit I've seen. I'm super excited about this now. The stitching quality is good, just initial impressions. And the leather's really, really, really nice. So these are, I believe, around $40. That'll all be covered in the full review. But this is pretty nice so far. But I'll keep you tuned in on that. So thanks again to Popov for sending this out. You'll have to wait for the full review a little while though. Probably a few weeks, if not a few months, because leather goods are a little bit difficult to review quickly. It looks like it's made for business cards or credit cards. Would that fit? We can see they actually included a business card right here. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I don't think it will. It's gonna hit that stitching. So this is too wide, and a credit card size thing is also going to be, I guarantee it, too wide. Yeah, it's actually about the width of a credit card. If you wanted a bit of a size reference, a little bit taller than a credit card, but about the same width. So yeah, a business card, if it's very, very narrow, may fit in there. But as far as I'm aware, it was made for pocket knives, particularly slip joints, and it's, at least for my proper, it's working just fine. I only have this one slip joint. I may need to pick up some more, you know, for reviewing purposes, of course. Really like that so far, though. Another review that will be coming up shortly. Honestly, this one's going to be coming up next. This, along with the inkwell that I have with this, or got with this pen. This will be out probably within the next day or two. I'm going to try to get back to uploading at least once a week, if not more. This review will be out after that. This is the Pancor P02. I got this for hitting 1,000 subscribers as a congratulations to myself kind of thing. I just got it regulated. I will mention the original time variance in the review, of course. But now it's running just about perfect. Super, super excited to review that. And they also have, Pancor has another watch coming up. And it's a dive watch, but they have a really cool special edition that I've seen a rendering of that I'm super, super excited to pick up. Okay, I didn't know knives and pens were a big thing. Thought it was just you. I thought it was just me too. They offered to let me review a wallet, which I've done a couple times on the channel, and I still have some wallets I got to get to review. Or this thing, and I'd never tried an EDC slip like this before, but this could certainly be a thing, especially with slip joints. My biggest complaint with slip joints is just that they don't have a clip. I think most people have, like, you know, have an issue with opening speed. I really don't open knives that fast. I don't need to. Flippers are fun and all, but I really don't need to quickly access my knives. Like, this is a little excessive, to be honest. This will be just fine, and it'll give me an excuse to carry it. So I'm excited about this and its viability long term for actually staying in my EDC. So I'll let you know. But yeah, I think this was more, again, meant to be used with the Fisher Space Pen, but the Kaweco Lilliput is so close in size to it. I think it'll work just fine. And if you're wanting to see this in reference to a wallet, I'll pull out my wallet here. This will fit cards. It's not that much wider. Um, I could definitely see them making a wallet model with a pin attachment. That would be pretty cool. Popov, if you're watching this already, maybe a wallet with a pen slip. Be pretty freaking sweet. Um, Even if it's something super minimal, just like a card holder. I think that would definitely sell as well. Also, I have some more keyboard reviews coming up. They're just a pain in the butt to do. Um, but yeah, I've got a lot of backlog stuff too. A ton of pens you guys probably haven't even seen. You know what? I'll go ahead and pull some of them out here just to show you. I have a few I don't think I've even mentioned in any videos. See, Emerson said he would buy that. So make a wallet with a pen slip. Like it's a great idea. I'm telling you. So let's see. What pen reviews have I not done? Gonna have a review coming up with Retro 51 roller balls. Got a couple of these. Got one with a ballpoint refill too. So don't feel too sad if you don't like roller balls. What else do we got here? Probably going to do a re-review of the Jinhao 159. I've gotten multiples of those in now for different sources, so that'll be coming up at some point. That's probably on the back burner though. I also have a Jinhao X450, which is one of the few Jinhaos I haven't reviewed yet, so that'll be coming up. That pen is absolutely hideous. I also have a couple more here. This is a Fountain Pen Revolution model. I haven't been reviewing these yet because they're absolute trash. I have two of them. This one, the clip broke off, so you can imagine how that's going to go. I have an orange one and a clear one, so those will be coming up. And this is a rather unique one as well. This is a Super 5 rollerball pen that actually uses a converter for fountain pen ink. It's kind of trippy. Let me set this down somewhere and I'll show you. So, I don't know if I have any ink in here or not. I really hope not. I got a little bit of cartridge. It's not too bad. So yeah, it uses just standard international cartridge or converter. And you can write with fountain pen ink. I haven't had any leaking issues yet, which is my biggest thing. The pen's fairly comfortable. It's somewhat cheap. And the design's not bad. I need to spend a lot more time with this before I actually give you an approval and do a review. But that'll be coming up as well. That one you have of the 450 is ugly. My sister's is blue and looks much better. Yeah, so this actually, there was a mix-up with the eBay listing, which is where I buy all my Jinhaos from because that's just where I've bought them from. I thought I was buying like a 5-pack of standard colors, and for some reason, this is the one that came in. And it's really hard to appreciate on through this video, but the color is a nice mix between. There's a little bit of black, but the rest of it's a nice mix between like vomit and crap, somewhere between those two, or swamp marsh and dirt. It's very, 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 very unattractive. All of the other Jinhao X450s I've ever seen are vastly better, and I actually did have one. I've just never reviewed it. I ended up giving it away. Mine was entirely black and gold. Look pretty nice. I really like the grip on these pens is part of the reason I rebought it, and I wanted to do a review for the channel. The two-tone Jinhao nib's pretty nice as well. So that'll be coming up. Again, that's probably towards the end. These will be coming up before the Jinhao does. But there's a lot of stuff coming up. There won't be too many ink reviews. The current phone that I'm using to film does not have the manual controls for video that I was using before. So I'm extremely limited on in-camera color correction. And it's a bit of a pain to do it on my monitor since it's not super color accurate. So I'm planning on getting a new camera fairly soon. Ink reviews will be coming back, and there are an excessive amount of them because my wife actually has an ink problem. So it's going to be coming up. I've never seen that one. Yeah, I'm sorry you actually had to see this one because this is truly awful. This is a terrible looking pen. It's rough. This is way, way worse than the Genhao X450 that I had before. Also, the cap is kind of loose, which is not an issue on the one that I had before. I'll mention that in the review. One of the few pens I've had two samples of that have been drastically different. The other pen that I've had two samples of, that Fountain Pen Revolution one, the orange one I just showed you, both of those are terrible. They're both absolutely horrid. They're just atrocious, atrocious pens. Really, really bad. But yeah, so that's the stuff that is coming up. And it's like that on my sister's with the cap wiggle. That's okay. Yeah. That's kind of depressing. I'll be sure to mention that too then. Thanks for the extra bit of info there. It's probably because of that giant cap seal inside. It's probably a bit hard to see. Let me see if I can grab a flashlight real quick. Whoa, way to blur that out. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. That's a little bit more bearable. So you can see right there, that cap seal is really freaking long. It starts about here and goes all the way down. It doesn't look particularly secure in there, so that's probably what's causing the wiggle there. At least that'd be my suspicion. I also really need to do a review of this flashlight. It is super good, and I really like it a lot. It's actually USB rechargeable and all kinds of cool stuff. Really, really awesome little flashlight. Also, the one I keep on my key is the, oh god, what is it called? Lumentop EDC01. Super good as well. I have way too many videos I have to end up doing. But yeah, so look forward to the Milim fountain pen review coming out very, very soon. Followed shortly thereafter by the Pancor P02 review. And probably then just a lot more pens, a few more knives. I've really cut back on knife buying. Mainly pens now. But that's still a lot of them I gotta get through. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and get to making this video for you guys. So thanks for tuning in, and